Welcome to the Ace of Hearts Tarot. I am Lady D, and I will be doing a reading on Capricorns today, so please feel free to subscribe, comment, like, and share if you're feeling the vibe. Remember, the readings are for entertainment purposes, and messages can be from the past, present, or future. Everything will not resonate with everyone, so eat the meat and spit out the bones, or do with it what you may. I am merely just the messenger, and I come in love and light. And with that being said, let's jump straight into it. So Capricorns, how are you guys doing today? Hopefully all is well. Let's go ahead and get you guys an angel number. I have to kind of shorten my readings now because I'm having a issue with storage, so I'm gonna try to make this snappy until I figure out this storage thing. So yeah, Capricorn, what do the angels have for you guys today? The number 2244. I think Sagittarius got this yesterday. So it says smooth sailing, right help, perseverance, abundance. As stated in the spiritual book, A Course in Miracles, the angels nourish your new life purpose. This is a sign representing that when you make the desired transformation, you have assistance from heaven. And at this time, you especially need to know that you are not alone. The sequence of numbers 2 and 4 is a signal from your angels, telling you that they are now closely cooperating with you. So yeah, it looks like you need to make the decision to transform, and once you do, the angels will guide and assist you with this new life purpose. It will be smooth sailing. You will be on the right path. You will receive help, and you'll be able to persevere and receive abundance. So I feel like the angels are just letting you know that once you decide to do that, you have all the assistance that you need from heaven. And just remember that you're not alone. But yeah, your angels are assisting you right now. So I feel like some of you have been guided, or at this time you're dealing with making the decision to transform and step into your higher purpose. And I feel like some of you have just been battling with that, trying to leave your old ways behind to walk in this new divine path. So that's your indicator right there that it's time for you to make that transition. So yeah, much love to the angels for that. Let's see what else they have for you guys today. Capricorn. What do the Capricorns need to know? We have weaving. I'm happy to be free from I am happy to be free of the problems of the past and welcome new experiences. When we get into a rut, when we find ourselves going down the same worn out path, when life seems to be passing us, we need to have the courage to leave things and people which no longer serve us behind. Let the angels guide you to a new beginning. So I feel like this goes right along with the other card. It's time to make that transition into this new path. Let go of all the things that are not serving us, all the people that are not serving us, and step into this purpose. If you're having problems with doing so, just use this affirmation. It says, I am happy to be free of the problems of the past and welcome new experiences. So yeah, let me show y'all again if y'all can see that. I know my light is a little janky. I am happy to be free of the problems of the past and welcome new experiences. So yeah, let's see what's going on, Capricorn. What's the vibe? It's the energy around Capricorns right now. You may need a vacay. Vacay again, and then we have cutting ties. So in your energy, there's somebody that's masked, hiding, concealing, or being deceptive. We have nightlife, striptease, gamble, Vegas. We have hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and success. And then isolation, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted, with waves, emotion, worry, fear. Vacay, get away, relax, have fun. And then cutting ties, freedom, standing up, and awaken. I feel like a lot of you have been dealing with people that are fake, basically, with this hiding, concealing, and deception. It feels like these people are really just good to party with, you know, do reckless things, you know, they're just fun, really nothing more to it. But I feel like some things that they're into, they're being deceptive about, or they're hiding from you. And it's giving a feeling like you don't really know these people. You just party with them and get into things with them. And I feel like you're in this energy of hopefulness. You're inspired and optimistic about doing other things. You want success in your life. And I feel like if you let this be known to these individuals, you'll be isolated. You'll be rejected, left alone, and this will be self-inflicted because they will know that you walk a different walk than them, or you're not really about that life. So in a sense, it's almost giving like some of you are somewhat, wearing a mask as well and being a little bit deceptive. I feel like this conflict is causing this worry and emotions and fear with this waves card. And with vacate, you just want to get away, relax, and have fun doing the things that you truly want to do. And with this, you're gonna have to cut ties with certain people to have this freedom. It's gonna require you to stand up because you're awakening. It feels like they're not. So that's what I'm getting here. Why is this mask here in Capricorn's energy? Yeah, because you want to be established, settled, secure, and wealthy. And they probably don't. They want to continue to throw their lives away or just, waste their lives just partying and drinking and, why is this nightlife here? Capricorn's energy. I mean, it's okay to have fun, but I feel like everything needs to be done in moderation. This nightlight is surrounded by old exes, dead relationships, and old ways. It's like you've outgrown all of that. I'm not really sure if some of you were even really into all of that. It's just, I feel like that was your way of, fitting in, or you probably felt like this was your only way of having these connections with people. So, what is this hopeful here? To block all of that, move on. You have nothing to say. You probably want to stop calling some of these people, or you want them to stop calling you. What is this isolation here in Capricorn's energy? Yeah, you're suffering in silence, unspoken desires. You're hiding your real feelings, and for some of you, you feel like some of your dreams have been broken because you're wasting time with these people that really no longer serve you. What is this waves here with emotions, worry, and fear? Capricorn's energy. Yeah, it feels like, although this is soulmate, but this is around friendships as well. And this could involve, your soulmate or your person that you're with as well. You worried and you have some fear. And on this emotional roller coaster when it comes down to your twin flame, your friendships, or your romantic partner. Because for some of you, you don't even know how they're going to take this transition. This could be a person that's into, just partying and a lot of these old ways. You may have even met this person while you were living this, particular lifestyle. So the only thing that I can say is just let this person know, like, people forget that communication is key. Let this person know, how you feel, what you want out of life, what you expect out of life, this new path that you're about to walk into. You never know, some people that you're around may be wanting to do the same thing, and they're dealing with the same issue. It's like, my friends are not going to accept me. You just never know until you have that conversation. So if they love you and they're a soulmate and a twin flame and your romantic partner, they should be able to understand, or at least compromise, or try to work something out to where it's balanced. But if they're not willing to do that, then is that really your soulmate? What is this vacate here? What is that about in Capricorn's energy? So So we got the Archangel Michael, protection, preventing from harm, and divine intervention. So this is once again letting you know that your angels are around you. You have their protection. You're prevented from harm right now. So you just need to relax. Talk to the ones that you feel like will understand, that are truly your friends. If not, you still need to talk to them and let them know that you are stepping into a new era, and it doesn't require you to be involved in this nightlife and drugs and alcohol and partying, and you just doing something different. So and it doesn't mean, with these karmic third parties, haters, lessons learned, it doesn't mean that you can't be friends with these people anymore. It's just certain things that you're not going to be able to do. Like, it's okay if these same friends want to have lunch or go to brunch or catch a movie or something like that, but when it comes down to all this drinking and stuff like that, that's not conducive to what you're trying to do. And why is this cutting ties here in Capricorn's energy? This is giving you a lot of tension, stressed out, migraines, and worry around, cutting these people off. I won't let this worry me, because you're protected. And then I feel like on this new path, you're going to meet a new soul tribe of people who have your same interests and goals in mind. So sometimes this is necessary, because I feel like you're not going to get anywhere hanging with these people or trying to hang on to these people that are not on the same path as you. Especially if they're bad influence, and if they're karmic. But you've been protected around these people anyway, and they probably have started to notice that you're not, doing as much as you used to. So like under the bottom, you just need to take some time to slow down, get out in nature, smell the roses, just take some you time and meditate on this, listen to your intuition, and I feel like it will guide you on how to handle this situation. But once again, like I said, you're gonna have to communicate with everybody involved, whether you're gonna keep them in your life or not. So, and I feel like you never know. Some of your friends may want to go on this journey with you, and some of them may not. But the ones who do not, you're just gonna have to let them know that this is where this friendship is gonna have to come to an end, because y'all not on the same page, and it's too, it'll be too conflicting. It'll be like a conflict of interest. So praises to the Supreme Most High. So now let's see with the Kirish, Capricorn. Capricorn's energy. Capricorn's energy right now. thoughts in the number 16, Ice King in the number 4 and 2, Ice Queen in the number 4 and 1, expectation in the number 28, message in the number 7, and bondage in the number 8 and 6. This is giving some energy around possibly you're thinking about some situation involving somebody of authority. This is almost giving like a cop and a lawyer with this Ice King and Ice Queen. It's like it's only a matter of time before you'll be getting this unexpected message around, you know, being in bondage. It could mean like you're thinking about like this lifestyle is going to land you in some type of trouble at some point, or somebody around you is in trouble. Let's see, what is this thoughts here in Capricorn's energy? Get some clarity from the universe, please. What is this thoughts here? Something false going on around actual money. Why is this Ice King here? You know, divine masculine. This could possibly be your twin flame. What else? The legal system. I think there's some thoughts around someone who did something fraudulent to get some type of money. It's feeling like your actual divine partner, or you're this divine masculine and it's your person. Why is this Ice Queen here? Ice Queen is here surrounding a child and unexpected money. So someone like your could have a child by someone, or this person has a child by someone, could have a child by you. What else about this Ice Queen? A child and unexpected money. Abundance here. Once again. What was this expectation here? To do with travel, a conversation. It's causing some kind of concern. What is this message here? Relationship. What else? It's coming to an end, or there is some form of an ending. Especially dealing with an occupation. What is this bondage here? Community. So it's almost giving like somebody is having some thoughts around some type of false information regarding some money. It's almost feeling like some money that has to be paid out. It's almost giving like this is the authority, and their divine masculine also could possibly be your twin flame, but they're in some legal trouble. And this legal trouble involves an ice queen surrounding a child and some unexpected money and abundance. It's almost like this child is owed. This child is owed a lot of money. However, it's just given once again that this is not this person's child. It's like it's false information. But there is some type of expectation that this divine masculine will have to travel to go have this conversation concerning this child, or this divine masculine will have to travel to go to handle these legal issues surrounding this child and this money and it's got them concerned. Why is this concern here? Or it's got you concerned. This is in the distant future. What's concern here? Real love. Maybe they're concerned about how this is going to affect your relationship, and so there's been a message, or this person had an expectation, and now there's a message, a shocking message involving a relationship that has come to an end. I feel like with this occupation here, there may have been like a DNA test done. Why is this ending here with this occupation? trusted family. So maybe this child actually was theirs. So maybe the thoughts right here was someone was thinking that the information was false, but it seems like it's actually true. So now this person is in bondage. I feel like this is mentally. What is this health concern here? It's like this person is obligated to pay all this money. Maybe this is like back child support that they owe. So this bondage and health concern is around family, a home. Maybe this person had to be hospitalized for real, for real. How's this community here? So maybe this person did end up going to jail around this situation. Maybe it's because they owe so much money, back pay. Or maybe it's more to this story as to how this child came about. It's like if it's almost giving like if this child turned out to be this person's, then that would indicate that they were involved in something else that was illegal in the creation of this child, if you catch my drift. That's what I'm getting off of this. But I'm feeling like this person might has changed since then, or it was because they were hanging with the wrong people or something like that. But I'm feeling like they are mentally unstable, or they could be actually, sick. It's like now they're around a community of people in prison, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. This is a little weird. Why is this imprisonment here? Why is this imprisonment here at this house? Awakening. And also this could just be jail. This could just mean that this person, how when you don't pay child support, sometimes your license will get taken, and then if you still don't pay, then next it's like you're gonna have to spend some time in jail. And maybe this is what this is about. But I'm also feeling like with this Ice Queen here, although this could just be a logical stand-up type of chick, it's also given that this is some type of authority as well. I'm feeling like this could be something around this child being in like foster care or in the system in some way, and this is like a social worker. Because there's a lot of money around this child, and we know that a lot of those children in foster care and things like that, they try to make money off of these children. So it's like it's already the government is providing money for who's ever caring for this child, but they also want this father figure to give even more money. It's like, it's ridiculous. So yeah, I just think that this masculine was under the impression, or was thinking like, that can't be my child. Like, me and my homeboys was smashing that same chick, and there's no way it's mine. Cause, you know, this happened so long ago, you know, possibly when they were young teenagers or whatever like that. And now it's like, if it ends up being mine, that means that I will have to pay all this back time child support. So this was just a hope and a wish that this wasn't his child, because that means he would have to pay out so much money. Let's just say the child is like 7. You know what I'm saying? So that's 7 years of child support this person has to go back and pay. So that's why I feel like it's a lot of money around this situation. And it's feeling like something is owed. That's why it's like this legal matter here. And then this person, this might have happened like in a hometown. Now this person lives somewhere else, so they're gonna have to travel to go have this conversation that they're worried about what to look like when it comes down to their current partner, which is possibly you, Capricorn. And then this shocking information comes out, and it's an ending to this relationship. I feel like you may have told this person you're not going to be with them if they got a child, an outside child, and it just feels like the results with this doctor here is letting this person know that that's his family, that's his son. So now this person is bound to this situation. They're gonna have to do some time. They may have, you know, had some type of mental breakdown, possibly devastated. But at the end of the day, the courts have sent them to jail. But the only light at the end of this tunnel is now they're fully aware. They know what it is. This was a shock. This was a surprise. But there is a light at the end of the pathway, especially for this child. Because if this child is in the system some way, this father can at least step in and get, you know, the child out of this situation once, you know, he's out of jail and caught up on his child support payments. So even with that, I don't even understand that. If you need somebody to pay something, why would you put them in jail to stop them from even being able to make money? That makes no sense. But 1 second, y'all. I'm also getting from this situation that when this person traveled, they could have ended up in bondage, because once they got to the home of this person or the hometown and went to visit the baby mama or the caregivers of their son, there was some type of altercation and somebody ended up in the hospital. That's why they went to prison or to jail. And I feel like a community of people were involved. Like, nosy neighbors were looking. You know, once this person was being, you know, arrested, some of them might have witnessed the altercation, something like that. And it's like, since this person has been in prison or jail, they now know that the way that they're living It's like it's almost like an epiphany. Like, now I have a child, I can't be getting in trouble, I need to step up and be a man or whatever like that. But I feel like too, also, if you're the significant other of this person, you had no idea that they had a child. This never was a conversation that was brought up, nothing about a child. So this is like some shocking information to you. But that's what I'm getting. What else about this false and actual money here? Anything else about that in Capricorn's energy? This has some type of entity attachment on it. What else? It's given like maybe this was during a time when this person had an entity attachment. Or they were dealing with someone who had an entity attachment. Or your person could still have this entity attachment onto them. But it's feeling like you're feeling like this situation is some form of evil because you had no idea about this. So it's like, it feels like it's coming out the blue, like somebody's doing something evil. But at the end of the day, it feels like this is this person's child. But under the bottom, we have something regarding a false narrative. But I feel like the falseness is coming from your person. It's in the middle. You're intuitive when it comes down to this. Somebody is a priest. And also somebody is moving on. Maybe you decided to leave this person. And it's like divine intervention. Like, no parts of this. Okay, let's clarify. Really quickly. Capricorn, what's going on here? Speed up. Let's see. I'm just going to verify basically the top row. What is this thought here in Capricorn's energy? Universe, please. Are these thoughts? Your girl slept with their ex's stepdaddy and got pregnant. this Ice King here. Your neighbor is a Karen. There's this Ice Queen here. They are parasitic and a threat to your environment. What is this expectation here? Too many toxic addictions they're in denial about. What is this shocking message? In a whole relationship, but still casually dates other people. You do have the relationship right underneath. What is this bondage here? You're dealing with an imposter. Run. So I'm feeling like this could be the masculine. Like your girl possibly had a child you didn't know anything about. What is this health scare? It's your dusty and perverted uncle. What's this imprisonment about? They hate to see you flourish without them. What is the imprisonment about? Somebody is manipulating family members. What is this legal about? So I need a little more clarity. The whole family will jump in, so watch your back. It's seeming like something dealing with almost giving like something went on in a particular community. Because what is this entity attachment? So yeah, this is the feminine. This is all on this female. So it's feeling like you as a male, you've had thoughts about this whole entire situation. Like, once again, I mean, it's still the same scenario to a degree, but whoever you're dealing with, they have a child that you didn't know about, and it's possibly by their ex's stepdaddy. And this person has been kind of hiding this or lying about this, and it feels like this child has been with family members. However, this person that you're dealing with is a man eater. They have this demonic attachment associated with them. So it feels like you know, they've been notified about whatever is going on with this child, with this family, and it feels like there was a dispute at the family home and the neighbors got involved. Meanwhile, this person is worried about their connection with you. Whole time they're getting into legal issues regarding like disturbing the peace or assault or something like that. But it's like the whole family is involved with this, and this could be the baby mama. And it's saying they're parasitic and a threat to your environment, and it's like it's a lot of money concerns around this child. And you may have found out that this person that you're with has too many toxic addictions they're in denial about. Either way, they've had to travel, and you've had conversations with someone, you know, that reveal some concerning things about this person. So it's like there's some concerns for the future of this relationship. And then there was a concerning message surrounding this relationship. It's like this person still was cheating on you either way, probably during the time they conceived this child or had this child as well. So you put this to an end, and then with this part, it's almost feeling like at the end of the day, this child could still possibly belong to you. Or this child is still in your family, because it's possible that this child was conceived by your uncle, because it does say this person slept with their ex's stepdaddy. And the stepdaddy could be your uncle. This is a crazy situation, but I don't know, it's just giving like, this is wild. But somebody's manipulating family members, and it could even be your uncle that's trying to manipulate you for money. It's like, I don't know, but this is a bizarre situation. Let's see what else is going on from the tarot. Let's see. This is a mess. Ghetto and dysfunctional. So I can see why it's time for these changes, this transition in your life. There's a lot going on based on these people that you're around, mainly your significant other. Let's see. pull a few cards because I don't want to hold you guys too long. What's going on in Capricorn's energy? Energy. Let's see. So we have this Seven of Coins in the reverse, this Taurus energy with a disturbance, collapse of a project, bad investment, not get paid for completed work, early termination of effort, something is missing. I just feel like this is a disturbance on something that you've been invested in for a hot minute. Could be your relationship, but you're determined and ambitious to keep moving forward with this Chariot Cancer energy. And I feel like also you've probably been on a journey. However, with this Leo energy, this Seven of Wands, you've been fearless, courageous, strength in adversity, you hold a high position, you're confident, assertive, successful. You know, you have to stand your ground against something. However, with this Star in reverse, you faced a few obstacles, disappointments, disillusionment, pessimism, poor judgment, fleeting happiness, missed opportunity, misfortune, anxiety, loss, fears, poor health. And then we have the Temperance, the Sagittarius energy, moderation, careful, tolerant, neutral, balance, equal, compromise, compatibility, calm, peaceful, purify the soul, reconcile. So I feel like you had to be tempered especially with, you know, having to stand your ground so much. And then with this Page of Swords, this could be something dealing with a legal situation. But this is still strong will, sharp intelligence, deep insight, persuasive communication, prudence, constructive comments, finesse, agility, adaptability, defensive character, or a plan being delayed. So why is this 7 of coin in the reverse here? We have this 9 of Cups in reverse. So it's just these wishes are not being fulfilled. It could be some arrogance, greed, superficiality, some abuse, financial losses. But also we have this 9 of Wands in reverse. It's Sagittarius energy. It's some weakness, cowardice, illness, injury, defenselessness, danger, excessive defenses, failure of defense, stubbornness, poor health, and loss of status. So it feels like a lot going on with the health as well. Something that's gotten you weak, because even with this Star in reverse, it's dealing with health. So what is this Chariot here? Why is the Chariot here? Equilibrium, harmony, fairness, accountability, integrity, conscientious, careful selection, conscious review, right decision. With this Justice, so Justice has intervened, but we have a Queen of Cups in the reverse. Exaggerated sensuality, illogical consideration, arrogance and conceit, self-indulgence, self-deception, hesitation, melancholy, unnecessary sacrifice. So this could be a Queen of Cups, which is a Cancer or a Gemini. You could be dealing with a Queen of Cups, possibly, or a Gemini. What else? I feel like this could be your person who got the baby. Then we have the Sun in reverse, little joy, partial success, happiness, changes, late success, but full of surprises, complacent after achieving success. So I feel like this Chariot is here because there was something dealing with the legal system regarding this Queen of Cups. However, whatever it is, it has gained a little bit of success. So that may have whatever needed to be done, whether this situation had you locked up or whatever like that, you have completed that. So now you're just moving forward. But I feel like you've been with this person for like a while, and it's a lot of unhappiness. You're feeling weak with this person. You can't really defend yourself. I'm feeling like this person can't be satisfied. So what is this 7 of Wands here? So we have a Queen of Wands. What else with this Queen of Wands and 7 of Wands? We have the Queen of Wands, and then Strength in reverse, and then the Empress in reverse. So it's just giving like you've had a Queen of Wands in your energy that was being bullied. They're usually dominant and ambitious, the center of attention, being admired, self-affirmation, leadership, full of energy, daring, visionary, and charismatic. But they've been in this energy of being bullied, self-doubt, fear, timidity, insecurity, concessions, hollowness, inability to cope with, lack of determination. And then eventually in this Empress in reverse, sluggish, abandonment, mistake, infertility, unfaithful sex without love, poverty, sickness, materialism, and pregnancy problems. Maybe you had to defend yourself. When it came down to this bully, while this Queen of Wands was bullying an Empress, I don't get this part. This woman was bullying you, and this put you in a Empress in reverse type energy. However, you were still trying to be fearless and courageous. Or someone around you had to be fearless. Maybe your person is the Queen of Wands. And it's Cancer in reverse. I don't know, it just feels like it's a lot of females that you deal with. What is this Star in reverse? Why is that here? In reverse. Somebody's not healing because they don't have a spiritual or religious path, or they've been getting the wrong information from someone. And you want to go to peaceful and calmer waters, but the obstacles, disappointments, being pessimistic. What is this Temperance here? Capricorn's energy. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. With the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Three of Wands in reverse. And what else about this Page of Swords? I'm trying to understand what's going on here. Yeah, that feels like a legal situation. Is Five of Wands in reverse. So yeah, it still feels like there was some type of dispute that led to this. Anything else about this Page of Swords? Still feels like this Page of Swords could also be someone's child. So let's see. Anything else about this Page of Swords? So, you've been working at something diligently for a while. That's because it feels like you were sad and weak. self-indulgent, greedy, superficial, taking financial losses, weak, could have been ill, could have been an injury. There could have been some danger, excessive defenses, or failure of defense. So I feel like maybe you lost your job, but you were determined to move forward. But some type of way, some woman you were dealing with some Queen of Cups, got into some legal trouble that surprised you, but you were determined to move on, but then had to stand your ground when it came down to this Queen of Wands. Who could have possibly been bullying a Empress? For whatever reason. But I also feel like this Queen of Cups could have also been a lawyer in this situation. They just were crooked. But then here, this Queen of Cups, this Queen of Wands and this Empress in reverse is feeling like this Queen of Wands was bullying your baby mama. However, with the Star in reverse, this is still out. And this is because there's a lot of rebellion here, no spiritual walk, but you want things to calm down, go into peaceful and calm water. And you probably were siding with the baby mama, so you ended up losing your relationship with this Queen of Wands. Unhappiness, loneliness, separation, suffering. So now you're in this Temperance energy and you want to apologize, but you don't have a plan, you don't have any foresight, you're just stuck in a rut. I guess you want to apologize to this Queen of Wands. In the meantime, you may be talking to this person, trying to finesse this person, but there's nothing you really can do because you have to repay something probably for this legal situation. There's an end of a conflict. And I'm feeling like this trouble, the trouble with work, the trouble at a workplace, this is like the three energies. The Empress, the Queen of Empress in reverse, the Queen of Wands, and you. Like the actual conflict has ended, but These people are still not getting along. So none of you can coexist for some reason. So let's see. 1 second, y'all. This is lasting longer than I thought. So yeah, Capricorn, it just feels like with this 7 of Coins in reverse, this could be something missing, things not working out for a period of time, because you could have probably been just not satisfied, self-indulgent, arrogant, greedy, superficial. Could have taken some financial losses and abuses, and there was no defenses. You could have been weak, a coward. Could have been illnesses involved, danger, or just being straight up stubborn about something. But it feels like you had to take some type of journey regarding a legal situation. And like I said, this Queen of Cups in reverse could be someone that's like a lawyer or something like that, but they're in the reverse. So they're very illogical, arrogant and conceited. But even with this Sun in reverse, it's like this could still have something to do with a child. So with some legal situations regarding a child that you had to defend yourself about. And I feel like this created an issue between your person and your actual baby mom. Or this Queen of Wands could have been your baby mom. You've probably been defending yourself against this person. When it comes down to your child. However, with all of this that's going on, it's just still more obstacles, disappointment. You just want to first of all, you're possibly getting the wrong advice from someone when it comes down to this. Could be this crooked lawyer, crooked legal team. But you want to calm things down and move on to peaceful and calmer waters. However, in the process, you have lost your person. That's why I feel like these are two different energies, because you want to move on and calm down things with the baby mom, but in the process of calming things down, you take a chance of losing the person that you're with, because I feel like that's something that you were dishonest about. When it comes down to this Temperance, you want to apologize for being dishonest, but you don't have a plan. There is no foresight. You're stuck in this rut with this 3 of Wands in reverse. So, and then there's still this legal issue that you have to pay this money for. I feel like this is the child support repayment that you have to do, even though you don't really have any money. And this is the only thing that will keep the peace and harmony, at least for you. However, it's just no way that all parties involved are going to be able to work together. And this is your energy, Capricorn. And that's because of the dishonesty. So I feel like you didn't tell your Queen of Wands about this baby mama and baby, and this legal situation caught this person off guard. So they just look at you as being dishonest, and and for some reason, well, I don't think that you stole anything, but it's just the fact that you were dishonest in this situation and getting bad advice surrounding this situation. So that's what it's giving. It's clarifying. And I think you don't want to continue to move like that, Capricorn. I feel like that's the reason why you haven't been successful in your business ventures. It's because some things you need to handle on the back end, especially when it comes down to a child that you've been hiding or denying. And it also feels like you just been, out here doing the most, being frivolous, self-indulgent, greedy, superficial, not really focused on, or really not focused on, but not really interested in being stable. It's just giving more or less just partying and having a good time, just thinking of yourself when you really need to be thinking about this child and making things right with this baby mama and being honest with the girlfriend. And it feels like that's just been the least of your worries, but it's like you have to get these things in order for your life to be successful. So let's see if we can get a little more clarity. What is this 7 of coins here in Capricorn's energy? So we have love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic, and hooked. So like I said, it's like you're just focused on having a good time, being in love, hooked on whatever type of substances. What is this Chariot here? Capricorn's energy. Adventure awaits, an unknown adventure awaits in a relationship. What else? I think this was the turn in your relationship. Creativity steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off you. About this Chariot journey. I don't think it's dampen your creativity. You've been robbed of your ideas because you're caught up in this legal situation and on this journey. So this is attachment issues of attachments, either excessive or fearful, may arise So yeah, I feel like you knew that this situation was going to cause some static in your relationship, because you didn't let this person know anything about it. What is this? 7 of Wands here in Capricorn's energy. Obsessive lover, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessiveness, karmic. I'm feeling like that's the baby mom. Unmasking motives. Some people's true motive begin to surface, drifting apart. The connection between you and someone is fading. What is this star here? Clearing the air, clearing the misunderstandings through communication. What else about the star? Capricorn's energy. Girl fight, arguments, physical fight, at war, competing. Yeah, I think that's what this was over here. What is this Temperance here? Ain't ish. What else about this Temperance? Past life echoes. Some connections are feelings, feel like echoes from a past life. You need a supportive circle. You will encounter people who truly care and support you. What is this? Page of Swords here. In their head, overthinking, stress, overanalyzing. Spiritual hater, hates on your spirituality, light, magic, and power. What's about this Page of Swords? Moving on, thank you next, and marrying for money. So I feel like in this Page of Swords energy, although you're trying to communicate and actually resolve these issues by, you know, paying your child support and trying to be the mediator between these feminine energies, it feels like one of them is hating on this calm and collect person that you're trying to become. The other one wants to move on and possibly marry someone for money. or they just happy to be getting the money for the child in this situation. They don't need, it feels like neither one of them wants to be with you anymore, because one hates that you're trying to be this stand-up person, and the other one, which is the baby mama, just wanted the money. They just needed help with raising a child. See, they're in the Empress in reverse, so they're sluggish. They will abandon you. This was your mistake. They're unfaithful. They're in poverty, so they just had sex with you just to be doing something. So they just glad to be getting this money. What it looks like. Someone in your energy is keeping up with appearances, and someone else may be pushing your boundaries, testing your limits. So yeah, let me see, is it anything else? Who is this Queen of Cups here in the reverse? Want some clarity on that from the universe, please. This is someone that's a grudge holder. Smack. Okay, and this Sun in reverse. Romantic love affair, secret lover. Yeah, I think this child comes from someone that you kept very secret from your person. I'm just trying to get, yeah, you're holding back. Public exposure, private matters could be exposed. So yeah. Wow, Cap. Let's see, because I want to go ahead and wrap this up. Let's get you some advice. The advice for Capricorn at this time from the universe, please. Advice for Capricorn. What we have is you probably need to exercise. Love yourself enough to exercise and enjoy the glow of good health. So some of you need to get out and exercise, or go to the gym, maybe even start taking walks. Do something to give yourself some self-love. We have kindness here. Be guided by your heart. Let go of logic and rationality. So just start being a bit more kinder to yourself and to others. It doesn't have to make logical sense. Just be kind. We also have social media detox. No posting, no liking, just living. Don't let it take over your life. Some of you may have been being on social media a bit too much. So take a social media detox at least for one day out of the week. And instead of being on social media, with this next one, do some reading. The more you read, the more you will learn. So take some time to read, educate yourself, tap into other interests. At least one day out of the week, turn the phones off, turn the notifications off on all of these apps, and just focus on yourself. You can take some time out to exercise, take some time out to read, take some time out to do other things. So yeah, this is what I have for you, Capricorn. I'm sending you love and light. Hopefully everything works out for you. Yeah, much love to the universe, the cosmos, the gods and goddesses, angels, ascended masters, spirit guides, the ancestors. So yeah, thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate your time and energy. I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Peace and love and light, and as always, be blissful. Hope this gave you a little bit of clarity.